Take a look at the corner of your room. It likely contains a graveyard of half-finished projects, a dusty guitar, a stack of Python coding books, or the jujitsu gear from that 1 month you were convinced you'd be a black belt. Society usually labels this behavior as flaky or chaotic. Hustle culture demands a single lane, insisting that any deviation from a linear path is a sign of a failing attention span. This creates a heavy internal toll. You carry the shame of someone who fears they are perpetually behind, worried that every new interest is just another way to waste your potential. Psychology offers a different perspective. This behavior suggests a highly adaptable nervous system executing an evolutionary survival protocol designed to navigate change. Your brain is building a rare cognitive architecture, pulling blueprints from disparate worlds to prepare you for a future where narrow specialization becomes a liability. Psychologists distinguish between friendly environments, like golf, where the rules remain static, and treacherous environments, like the modern economy, where the rules shift every morning. In a treacherous landscape, the I-shaped mind is fragile. Specialists dig a single deep hole of expertise, but when their industry evaporates, their entire career collapses with it. To counter this, your brain builds an M-shaped mind. When one pillar of the economy shatters, you remain standing on the others. The vertical pillars represent your different competencies, while these horizontal connections act as bridges of curiosity, allowing you to move freely between fields. Jumping between hobbies is an instinctual data-gathering mission. You're scanning the horizon for patterns and tools that specialists, trapped in single holes, will never see. This variety acts as a subconscious risk management strategy, ensuring you have the breadth required to survive an unpredictable environment. Specialists typically rely on near transfer. They solve problems using the same established tools everyone else in their field uses. The polymath mind utilizes far transfer, the ability to lift a conceptual framework from one field and apply it to a completely unrelated problem. You might take a core concept from biology and use it to solve a structural bottleneck in web design. While an outsider sees chaos, you are performing high-level synthesis, merging distant ideas to create something original. Your market value lies in this ability to act as a bridge between unseen worlds, creating innovation where others only see a lack of focus. We need to dismantle the shame associated with stopping a project. That feeling of guilt often stems from the pressure to do everything simultaneously. True polymaths practice serial mastery. They treat life as a series of distinct seasons, focusing on one deep dive at a time rather than fracturing their attention. You reach a point in many hobbies where you've extracted the core structural logic your brain was seeking. At that point, the building phase for that pillar is complete, making the pivot to a new interest a natural progression. Attempting to master all your interests at the same time is a recipe for burnout. It keeps your mental energy divided and prevents you from ever finishing a single pillar. Sequencing these interests protects your energy. It allows you to build a wide cognitive architecture one piece at a time, ensuring each skill is actually absorbed. At a biological level, your strategy is backed by a fundamental law of nature. Redundancy equals strength. Elephants, for instance, carry multiple copies of gene-repairing cells. If one cell fails, another takes over, protecting the organism from systemic failure. Your scattered interests function as your own evolutionary redundancy. You are building multiple backups for your survival. These diverse skills create a functional safety net. If AI automates your primary job or your industry collapses, you have 3 other tested competencies ready to be scaled into a new career. That graveyard of projects is a collection of completed semesters in a university you built yourself. Each abandoned hobby provided a layer of knowledge that you still carry. You don't need to apologize for how your mind works. In an era of rapid change, the ability to constantly adapt and synthesize is the most valuable asset you can possess.